Hey, it's 9. Today was the launch of Kuroro Wilds, Call of the Islands. Played an airdrop campaign. I was able to hop on it on my laptop for just a few minutes and kind of limp through the first section. And I'm able to dive in a bit more now. So all I've done so far is a few of the quick easy quests like Link Twitter. Um, I chose the Wind Beast starter, so I got that. I already claimed my tickets. Um, Daily quest: complete at least one daily activity or mission. Retweet our launch announcement. So boom, boom, those were really fast. Hatch at least one egg. So completing a couple of the first quests here. There was a rare beast egg reward, so that is cooking in the lab right now, as well as a another egg I looted from the ticket redemptions. I think I don't have this. Okay, it is giving me a spin, so you can see what this looks like. This is where my other egg started hatching from. I also picked up a piece of rare uh, relic. This one, projectiles have 33% chance to pierce through enemies, hitting enemies behind them. So piercing's nice, and this is the other one I got earlier. Basic attacks deal 25% extra damage, as well as collect treasure eggs. I got a silver treasure egg and a bronze treasure egg, which is for the airdrop allocation later on. So you can see here when you're about to go into a mission, there's little quest objectives to do. So I started out the mission. I survived 2 waves, 3 waves. We need to discover Doris's origin story, and we need to snatch the elusive wisp. I did see a spoiler on how to get this wisp, so we're gonna go get that right now. For discovering Doris's origin story, we'll see if we can do that on the way. So you can just go ahead and click this play button. Let me get my audio into my headphones instead of my desktop. Now it looks like it's humming. Let's turn that down a little bit for you. Alrighty. That should be better. I should be louder, hopefully. So here we start. If you really want to go through and interact with every possible thing, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm just going to focus on the shiny stuff. I acquired a key. I did on the first play go around interacting with everything in here to see if there's like any loot or something. I didn't get anything other than the key that was shiny and access to this engine, which triggers the storyline. So we're gonna go ahead and head upstairs. I don't know who Doris is, so here's the Mariner. We can go talk to him. None of these 4 people are named Doris, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go through each of the chat options just in case, you know, Mariner's not his name. Maybe he's Doris. I don't know. Ah, you mean Doris, me little gift of the deep. Of course we need to hear that tale. It was an early trip to these here isles. I was still green at the helm and wary o' rogue waves. The barrier storms were a devil's own and the sea turned black as squid ink. I saw a huge shadow vast and terrible circling the ship like a shark sniffing blood. Then out of the depths Doris burst forth, right onto me arms, trembling like a leaf in a hurricane. In her glossy eyes I saw desperation as shallow as a shoal, but also the promise of a kinship deeper than any abyss. Then a great wave rose aside the ship and I knew we were headed straight to the locker. So Doris and I yelled with all our might at the storm, defiant to the end. Didn't we, Doris? At the last possible moment, the wave turned and crashed beneath the ship. On its crest we were carried through the darkness and into the light. Doris been by me side ever since, a companion born of the storm. I reckon she's one of the sea's wild beasts, bound to these lands. But enough of me rambling, the helm calls and the sea waits for no man. What else do you need? Time's a ticking, so spit it out. Alright, so I believe we just qualified our Doris quest. Then you just need to go through, I've done this part earlier. I just know you kind of need to just trigger each of their text. This be the moment, lovers. From playing Beast Brawl, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that must be Darktide. I think Darktide's his name. But I definitely knew which beast it was. So here, that green thing is the wisp, and apparently we need a sprint to go get it. So I'm gonna kind of go through this text really fast. I don't know what kind of timer it's on. Dreamcatcher. Alright. So we'll just look at them real quick. Here you got Digby with the unfortunate looking nose. He's an earth beast, trusted ally, strong against fire, electric corrosion, weak against water, plant, and wind. Digby strikes with powerful strikes. You know what? I'll show you the other ones real quick. This is the one so I chose before. Light as a whisper, free as the gale. Strong against plant, earth, and combat. Weak against electric and metal. So I'm going to pick a different one this time, just because I believe the quest asked for different ones previously. So this guy looks like he does some damage too. Where the first one was kind of a tank, the second one looked like damage, and this one looks like damage, so... Here you get ready for combat, and you're just going to be using your left click to fight. Very interesting compared to my first one. The first one was range and took quite a while to kill things. But this guy seems ready to go right away. I just hope he can take all the damage. I'm just looking out for this range attack mostly. These fights were much longer with my range. Felt safer, but much longer. So hopefully his HP is holding up right now. I think you're supposed to lose there, I'm not too sure. The previous playthrough I was getting them all to like 0 HP, but they weren't dying. So there we go. That was completion of that mission. And we knocked out all of the tasks that time. You saw us start the journey, survive 2 waves, survive 3 waves. That was the monsters, the shadows. Discover Doris's origin story. It was the last chat option with the captain that was before walk away, if you need to do it. Snatch the elusive wisp. That was the little green guy when we were at the selection, the starter selection. And since I selected the other guy, Hatch a Wind Beast, I wonder... I guess it's not giving me credit for this yet. So, he was electric, wasn't he? Maybe it'll take a minute. Why don't we give it a refresh and see if that works. Electric. Okay, so it did not work to select the new one. Maybe that's by design. Maybe it'll only give you the first one for hatching a beast. We'll check our lab real quick. We have 42 minutes until we can spawn our uncommon egg I had, and then I started with a rare egg. The rarer the eggs, the longer they take, and here we have a common egg for 2 hours. I'm actually going to save that. Do I need to save it? I was going to say for a daily quest, hatch at least 1 egg. If this is a recurring thing every day, I want to have enough eggs to last. But I think the eggs might be pretty plentiful if you can hatch 30 eggs, right? Like... I'm a little unsure. I'm not going to hatch it for now. We're just going to go ahead and cut this one off here. And then I'll go ahead and make a video for quest number 2. Before this one runs too long. So thanks for watching. And that's how to get started in Kuroro Wilds.